The secret about Long Island medium you weren't supposed to know. Long Island medium star Theresa Caputo has dodged questions for years about whether she can actually communicate with the dead. Regardless of what you personally believe about Caputo's powers, there's no arguing with how she helps her clients heal after the loss of a loved one. The brassy New Yorker likes to face skeptics head-on, telling the Chicago Tribune she doesn't care what anyone thinks of her work. "It doesn't matter to me if people believe in what I do. I want people to believe in themselves and to know that their departed loved ones are still with them," Caputo explained. As she sees it, they just want to know that their loved ones are okay in the spirit world. "And if I give them a feeling of validation for this, that's all that matters to me." Still, there are some who believe Caputo to be a phony, and one investigator, in particular, has set out to prove it once and for all. Theresa Caputo stands accused of faking her abilities. According to a scathing report in Radar Online, controversial private investigator Ron Tabo says, "Theresa is like a vulture preying on the most vulnerable." Tabo created fraud whistleblower site SciFake.com, where he's gathered plenty of footage of the Long Island medium star supposedly messing up readings during live performances. Chief among Tabo's criticisms of Caputo is that she's a cold reader who uses high-probability questioning during consultations with her clients to determine how best to conduct the session. Likewise, at live shows, she'll ask the group a question like, "Who lost an older male relative to heart problems?" It's the oldest trick in the medium's book. When casting for her hit reality show, the medium chooses clients only after extensive research, so she can manipulate on-screen conversations for the best and most dramatic readings possible, according to her critics. It's worth noting, as Radar Online details, several of Caputo's fans have left her shows feeling less than satisfied with the experience. Likewise, a reporter from her hometown paper slammed the Long Island medium star after a shoddy reading. "In my humble opinion, Caputo is a damn good performer, and she's got undeniably likable sass and charisma. I just don't think she speaks with the dead. Or she didn't the night that I saw her," Jamie Franchi wrote in the Long Island Press. Bravo host Andy Cohen also called Caputo out for fishing during his reading, according to Radar Online, which is something many audience members have complained about over the years. According to Tabo, who claims to have privately spoken with many of her clients, Caputo tends to make lucky guesses after cold reading or analyzing a client's body language. But that's all there is to it. Long Island mediums Theresa Caputo and her immovable bouffant have been a reality television staple for the best part of a decade. Her hit TLC show debuted back in 2011, but it feels like Caputo's been around forever. The New York-based certified medium, who claims to be able to speak to those who have passed over to the beyond, has made more than a decent living by doing readings and giving families hope that their dearly departed loved ones might not really be gone forever. Many have, understandably, questioned her gifts over the years. These days, with her celebrity still very much intact, Caputo is making more money off her name and dubious gifts than ever before through tours, books, and of course, personal one-on-one readings for which you'll have to wait years to even be considered. For someone who's known she had a talent since a very young age, it makes complete sense the Long Island medium star has earned a pretty penny over the course of her career. There's no doubting that. Theresa Caputo is more than just the Long Island medium. Caputo understands that she's a brand first and foremost. Her website, which states that she's been seeing spirits since the age of 4, is loaded with links to all of the best Long Island medium-related merchandise, including hats, t-shirts, mugs, and hoodies. There are also plenty of show dates for her nationwide tour, which is titled Theresa Caputo Live. The experience. Tickets range from around $40 to over $300, and attendees can expect to see her many gifts in action. Long Island medium here's how much Theresa Caputo is really worth. Caputo understands that she's a brand first and foremost. Her website, which states that she's been seeing spirits since the age of 4, is loaded with links to all of the best Long Island medium-related merchandise, including hats, t-shirts, mugs, and hoodies. There are also plenty of show dates for her nationwide tour, which is titled Theresa Caputo Live. The experience. Tickets range from around $40 to over $300, and attendees can expect to see her many gifts in action. As for those all-important private readings, you'll need to sign up for the waiting list if you want one. According to Caputo's site, there was already a 2-year wait before the show started airing. You may get picked from the waiting list depending on where you live and whether you'd be comfortable being filmed for TV. Caputo confirmed that clients can expect to pay anything from $50 to $175 for a reading, shooting down the idea she charges hundreds of dollars a pop. And she shared that the money is donated to charities that are close to her heart. So the reality star isn't actually profiting from these readings.